いらっしゃいませ。何をお買いになりますか？ありがとうございました。
My apologies, somehow my mic got turned off there. So it looks like I'm able to equip B rank rifles at this point here. Yeah, we're back at this. I think what I'm gonna do at this point, since we can't buy any rifles here, is I'm going to head over to the Guardian's Colony myself here and see what we can purchase from the stores there. So Shopping Mall A. And then, what's going on in chat here? Oh, sorry to hear about that. They only have C-rank stuff here on the Guardian's Colony. Never mind, we are going to Parum then. Hey, no rush. I'm just coming back from my break here, so we got plenty of time here for you to finish up your synths here. Let's see. I need. Actually, I should have grabbed the GRM shop. Oh well. Whoa, I did not want to get turned around there. Okay, so, the reason we are going here for a shooter is because this is going to give us a stronger attack than what we would get from the Yome company, which is on Neudaiz. So, let's go ahead and buy that. And that is going to replace our blaster now. Now, in this case, I'm actually going to hang on to my blaster. And I'll have the burning shot on there, and then I'm gonna have the frozen shot on the shooter. There we go. I'll also get rid of some of these Shiga Spuds as well here. That was crazy how many of those dropped. Get rid of the Guttabrana. Alright, so that still leaves me with a bit of Meseta here. Let's see if I can pick up a new armor piece. Not really. We're still quite a ways away on that, actually. We could get a Stella Power S, but I think with the accuracy decrease there, that's not really going to work right now for us. And of course, we got the sub-weapons over here. I think what I want to do is I want to build up resources to get that next tier of armor, though. Which are going to be the B ranks. Yeah, we're good on photon charges here. The Mega Line is going to give us access to our first extra slot for a piece of armor, and that's how you equip sub-weapons. So, yeah, I think that's going to be the best option here. Alright, let's see what's going on in chat. Let me say to them in chat. Okay, that's fine. He sent, yeah, I see you. So we're still waiting on, Heeson to come back. And then... was anybody else gonna be joining us here at this leg? And, Wizzy is coming back as well. Okay. Let's see here. Now, for myself, let's see. I do have all these materials, but honestly, once we get back out to the field base, I'm just going to, throw them in the bank. So once everybody is back here, then we're going to make our way out to the Raffon Meadow again, and we're going to check out one of the relic sites, and then once we're done with that, then we're going to head back over to Rozenom City and take on that other mission that we couldn't work on earlier, because I think we're in a better spot now to take care of that. And it looks like somebody has already picked up a pair of shorts there, the swimwear. I'm kind of surprised at this point that somebody would actually be able to pay for that. I wonder what the cost is on the server. I didn't even look at any cast parts yet to find out. While we have a minute here, let me head inside the Guardians branch just to see if there are any missions inside of here. Looks like they might, actually. Nope, no missions. Oh wow, they implemented a teleport between the cities? I never knew that was ever brought in. Sheesh, okay. Alright. Let's grab Heeson here. And then we're also looking for Wizzy whenever you're ready. Yeah, this game is not as customizable as PSO2 is in terms of window placement. It's set there because of PlayStation 2 compatibility. Alright, Wizzy is back. Let's get them into the party. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna talk to this transport person here, and we're gonna say standard flight. And we're gonna go to Raffon Field Base. Now I need to explain this to Okami here. Alright, so I don't think they've been to Raffon Field Base yet, so basically we have to start up the mission, and then they'll be able to teleport over to where we are. That's right, and I was also going to store this in my share box real quick here. Alright. So, we're gonna do Sleeping Warriors. Alright, so at this point we just need to get everybody over here. Okay, looks like everybody is here now. You know, I never noticed before, but there's some sort of marking on the wall here of this old relic site. I wonder if that comes up later in the series or not. If any of the other lore buffs of the series are on, can you let me know about that? Nice, we got a refill right here. Alright, back the other way, to the other exit. Alright, we got a group of enemies that are going to pop up at the top of this ramp here. Is it me, or do these stairs look a little more slanted than they should be? Alright, this is where I play Sniper again. And hey, we've been joined by another player here. Misato Orochi. Alright, this group should be the last group before the door opens here for us, once we get the next key. And that will take us to the next block. And we just had a sixth player join us here. Let me say in chat, Block 3. Always check behind the little walls here, because there are little treasure chests around. this area fills up if you break all the chests at the same time. I figure let's try to make this at least a little challenging here. Honestly, we just came here because I wanted to see a relic site again. It's, it really leaves you with a feeling of there just being this vast area that you're unable to see here just because of how the map is made. Okay, got another weapon drop there. Just a 2-star, but that's fine. Ultimately, it all just becomes Meseta in the end. And another recharge cube. This is what made this mission so popular, the fact that there were so many recharge cubes along the way, that you wouldn't have to stop and drop out for a moment. Alright, last area. And the last enemy that we're going to be fighting here is a Stateria. So that'll be interesting to see how people handle that. And it looks like they handled it pretty well, actually. $29 mission points from that one, not bad. Alright, let me say to the party... Alright, and we're gonna take a standard flight out to Old Rozenom City this time. And we are gonna pick up where we left off in this area here. So this is gonna be Lightning Beast, and this is gonna be the first level 25 that we try here. Misato and Brandgrith may not know how that works, so I tried to explain it just now. Okay, looks like almost everybody's here. No, everybody's here. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's kick this off. Alright, I want to bring these bullets out here so that I am getting the extra damage off of them. Okay, let me see if I can target you, Misato. Let's see here. Where is it? Partner card. No. I am not sure how they managed to send that to me while we're in the area here. Because I can't just select them here. Let's see here. Party, and then oh, there it is. Send card. I didn't see it before. Thank you, Zance. Yeah, we seem to be handling ourselves decently here for this group. What I'm trying to do is I'm actually trying to get everybody over to a pretty cool area in the game if you've never been there before. It looks like everybody, or rather all the enemies here have been lightning infected. So this will be great for this dig-a-shot here. Again, one of the things I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get the bullets leveled up, and as they level up, they get stronger. In the case of shot-type weapons like this, what happens is at level 11, you get 4 bullets instead of 3, and at level 21, you get 5 bullets instead of 4. And that basically gives you a nice damage boost, just by the fact that an extra bullet has been added to the spread. Is that an RCMS that player's using there? Or is that a TCMS? Either way, nice to see one out in the field here. Alright, I think that does it for the first block. Ah, yes, these casters. These are, if anything, the most dangerous thing around here right now. At least until potentially the last area with whatever the boss is going to be. Okay, we got a trap here. Multiple traps, in fact. Nothing back here. And over here, we have some sort of a drop. I will say, this seems like one of the better designed areas of ambition of the Illuminous. Just because of how the feel is in this area. Let's take out these plants. Well, I call them plants, but they're just something that spews out poison, basically. You know, they say in game design, you don't attack the player from behind. Well, that rule never existed for Sega, apparently. Alright, there's one of them. There's the other. Yeah, everything is running really smoothly now again here, after that reset was done. It looked like it was an Orgdus enemy that was causing the crash issue earlier, so good on the team for catching that early on. Yes, there are traps all over. Those are going to activate in just a moment here. At least I think they are. And so, as I said before, this whole area is based on the Guardians colony crashing into the city. And so these tents that you see around here are basically where the refugees are living at this point. Or at least that's what's going on in the lore of the story right now for this area. Oh boy, Jarvas! If there's anybody I would call a boss, this would be it for this area. I wonder if they're going to be spitting their Megid at everybody, or if it's just going to be the lightning. Might just be lightning, given that they are lightning infected. But apparently we're not done yet. I'll take a recharge. Wanted to check what that was once the other player got knocked back there. Oh, we gotta gain Cyros here as well. That's a big target. But hey, we leveled up to level 15. Alright, I need to play sniper here with these. We got a pair of them now. They hit hard. I can't move. There we go. One down, one to go. And we picked up some power ever. Alright, I think this is the last area coming up here. I'm right, we're gonna be seeing 3 of those guys next. So that's gonna be an interesting fight. Nice, everybody's getting level up here. And there we go, 3 at the same time. I'm headed back here. I can snipe from afar. Oh, that's not gonna work. Sounds like one of them went down. Again, the reason I go for their back is because they have no defenses back there. So it's always a guaranteed hit, rather than it potentially being a 0. Zeros are basically how this game represents the idea of a miss. They are still coming after me. They know what I'm doing here. And they're not having any of it. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna try. Alright, there we go. 39 mission points for that. Nice. Alright, we are coming up to one of the better areas in the game, at least aesthetically looking. Oh, we also picked up a Mega Knight. Nice. Welcome to Paracabana Coast. Looks like we're not the first people here, but at least it was an interesting journey getting here. Now, was there a reverse path? Yes, there is. Now, was it this one? I think so? There is a specific one I'm looking for here. This is it? Yep. Alright. Alright, let me tell them to turn around. So, this mission is a mission from the Phantasy Star Portable series. In particular, Phantasy Star Portable 2, I believe, is where this got introduced. If not Phantasy Star Portable 2 Infinity. That sucks, Samuel. Hopefully you will eventually be able to get to sleep. From 2 Infinity. Okay, cool. Now, obviously, we don't have the new enemies in this here, so we're not gonna be, like, seeing the beach raffia and things like that. But we do at least have a good mix of enemies here. Samuel, I don't know what to tell you, but, I don't know, I guess, if anything, worst case, have you, like, tried any, like, knockout pills or anything like that? I don't know what your situation is, so I don't know if that really applies to as a fix for you. Let's see. Oh, they went down. Let's get them back up. And did the party get split? Looks like it did. Oh, it's a fake wall. Okay. Yeah, at this point, daylight savings is in effect here. So, to anybody watching that hasn't changed your clocks back, keep that in mind! This island is just filled with enemies. Even more are still popping up. Yikes. Uh-oh. Okay, that wasn't that bad of a hit. Fortunately, I can't get behind that one, so we'll go for this one instead. Nope, he teleported away. Ooh, that was close. It looks like we got some bonus boxes here. Nice. Of course, with these being casters here, going with the Digga shot type here is basically going to silence them so they can't use any techniques if it connects. Alright, level 8. For the Digga shot. Oh boy, even more of these. Oops, sorry about that. I don't know what it is, but it feels like leveling up is slower than official was. But it might just be me. We've been going for about 7 hours now, I think. And at this point I'm only level 15 when there's a cap of 50. So that gives you a little bit of perspective. Ouch. Once I reach level 20, of course, that's going to be a big upgrade for me, because then I'll have access to my sub-weapon at that point. Which is, basically, sort of like a photon blast in this game for casts. Beasts have their beast transformation, and then humans and Newman, I think they get subs now as well? But I'm not entirely sure. They get something. Ouch. This one is silenced. Nice. And they're down. Okay, now we just got some trash we gotta mop up here. On to the second block. Looks like we got some Zunas here. Or no, Chagris, rather. That'll bring it to the ground. I know my shot weapon isn't complaining with all these electric types around. Let's see, we got a Goldova here. This is a big guy, as you can tell. And timber to the Goldova. Let's see. What do I have? Animata, thank you very much for the raid here. How you doing? I saw you were streaming as well. How did your stream go? Congratulations. Yeah, I only just hit level 15 a short while ago here. Oh dear, let me get them up. Yeah, it's, I mean, we had the small server issues at the start, and when they had to reboot things, briefly, but, things have been stable after they finally, you know, were able to spread everybody out, amongst the servers. I saw initially, when everybody was logging in, it was like everybody was on the, they were on the Clementine server when there were 4 servers in total, so they were not being spread out properly. Yeah, there's just like the occasional hiccup of lag, but that's about it. I really have no complaints. The team has done a wonderful job here. So it's no, it's been a fun night so far. Right now we're checking out one of the missions that actually never made it into Phantasy Star Universe, Ambition of the Illuminous. This actually came from Phantasy Star Portable to Infinity. So this is actually one that you never saw on the English servers. PSO1 stages are supposed to be in, but they are a rare occurrence to actually run into them. Yeah, and I don't know what to say about the lag issues. I mean, there are occasional lag spikes that I encounter, but it's like it goes away after a minute or so. As for how to access this stage, you head to Paracabana Coast from Old Rozenom City, and then you turn around and the stage is inside there. So yeah, it's a little confusing to figure out how to get there. But what I will also say is there actually is a map of where everything is. Similar to how PSUpedia have it, it's on the Clementine wiki right now. You know, I see them coming and they still manage to get me. But I guess that's just the nature of the game. Still, always try to go for those rear shots so you don't get zeroed for any of your attacks. Yeah, there's a lot of information on the wiki. One of the funny things about this version of the server is the advanced classes, your Forte fighters, your Pro-Transer, and things like that. Those go up to class level 200 on this server. Granted, you don't gain any stats after level 100, so it's more of a prestige sort of thing. So, yeah, and it's going to take you, like, what was it, Zance? I think it was like 4 times as long, you said, that being if Zance is still watching at this point. 4 times as long to get to the point where stats stop gaining, I think. So yeah, this is a server designed to be around for quite a while, and they said there are not going to be any more data wipes here, so I'm hoping they hold true to that, because that is going to be a lot of time lost, if not. But yeah, I hope all your viewers had fun with you this evening, and that I'm able to keep them entertained for a little while longer here, because I'm still going to be going for quite a bit here. Let's see, looks like this path has opened up. Over to block number 3. It was funny because when we started here, I came live as the servers were going live, except the servers didn't go live. We had to wait an hour, so while that was going on, I actually pulled up a little bit of a classic here, and I'll bring that on screen briefly here. Brought up Phantasy Star End of the Millennium briefly as we were waiting around there. Eventually I'm going to do a full-on stream of that and just go through that. But yeah, we covered like how macros worked and how combination attacks worked in there, so it was a fun time as we were waiting for the servers to come up. And this learning to plant yourself behind an enemy is one of the best things that you can learn in this game, because it makes it so that you never have a 0 hit. Ah, somebody was building a little sandcastle here or something. Yasha Mikaj, thank you for the follow there. I'm gonna bring out my frozen shot here, since this is a fire elemental Goldo. Well, for this version, it is definitely not going to be White Beast. They have changed how many points you get from each of the missions. That is a big change that they made in this server. Okay, I am going to switch to this one, and I'm going to change the element of it. Or, I guess I'm... Okay, one of them got taken down, but not... I guess they brought up a second one. I am out of... No, I've got one left. Okay. Alright, so let me change the element on this blaster. Frozen shot. There we go. Now I'm doing damage again. Let me say I've got 0 moon atomizers. Hopefully we're coming to the end of this, though. Although based on what I'm seeing on the bridge up there, looks like there might be another teleporter here. That would make sense. White Beast was just way overpowered for how good it was, to the point where it was the only thing players would ever do, essentially. Alright, 39 mission points for that one. Alright, back to Paracabana Coast. And give me 1 second here. Oh hey, we've actually got some Japanese players on here. Nice! Alright, yeah, I just wanted to say to them, since one of them said they needed a break, that we could take a quick 3 to 5 minute break here. you know, while I'm chatting with you here. That works out perfectly. Yeah, Paracabana Coast is one of the more unique locales in the game, and I just love how it looks. I was talking to Arwen a while back when they were showing me around what was brought into VR chat from the Phantasy Star series, and this was one of the maps that was brought in, and they showed me kind of what's actually here and what's not. So, like, a lot of the stuff that you see around here doesn't have any backs to it. And then they gave me an idea of where the actual skybox was. Hey, Leo Kira, thanks for tuning in here. And thank you for the follow as well. Let's see. The next mission area... Where was it? There's supposed to be an entrance somewhere around here. I think this was it, actually. Yeah, there it is. I need to grab some moon atomizers since I'm out. Oh, I can't carry anything more. Let's do share box and throw all this stuff in there. Plus this and this, and all of these things that just go into crafting, which we're not really interested in right now here. No, they're, photon cubes, these here, they still cost, some Meseta. Yeah, unfortunately, you do kind of have to, do that, to actually, play the class, but that's how it was back in the day. You had to level up certain classes up to a certain level to even be able to play them. At least in the Phantasy Star Portable 2 series, you were able to just go straight into the class, I think. Or at least put together a class that was similar. Let me say here, if we're all set, let's try another run. At a different mission. And yes. Alright, let's see what level this one is at. Seed Express C. That's at level 25, so we should be able to take care of that. Alright, so this one will be against Mother Brain. My understanding is all the bosses are supposed to be working at this point, but I guess we'll see, because I remember Mother Brain was causing issues way back when I last played Clementine, several years ago, so we'll see how it all turns out. Let me say... It's nice that they added in the special flight option into the game, because that just makes it so if people can't figure out where the entrance to an area is, that you can just take the special flight and go straight into a mission. And yeah, Yasha, that's exactly what we're going to be checking out here. So, We'll see if that's fixed, or if that is still an issue here. I guess we'll see. I really have no true indication of what her status is here, in terms of how Mother Brain is doing here. So, I guess all we can do is see what's at the end of the line. And I'll say that in chat as well here. Okay, Leo, that's good to hear, and thank you for the information there. All right, I am 2 levels away from getting this to fire out a second bullet here, or rather a 4th bullet. And oh boy, I remember these AMF forces. They were annoying back in the day. Oh my goodness! I went to purchase moons and I forgot to get them after I emptied my inventory. All right, at next block I'm gonna have to grab more. Oops, that's not good. We got a teleporter here in this path. Let's see. Which brings us to some boxes, as well as enemies. Alright, something I do want to note at this point is I am getting some flickering lights around me. Earlier today there was some work being done on the electricity around here, so there's a chance there could be another outage. I'm hoping that's not going to be the case, but we will have to see. But yeah, slicers have always been a fun weapon to use. Even though they don't go as crazy as they did back in PSO, they're still really fun to use, especially once you're able to do the photon art combination, where it's you do the one photon art, which is just a big attack, and then following that, you do 2 follow-up, a left and a right slice. Oh yeah, it's a grind to get through the photon art of any weapon. I mean, I've been working throughout the evening in my, what is it, my frozen shot. That is at level 17 right now. So it's still not as effective as it could be at level 21, where it has a higher chance to freeze at that point. Alright, that does it for that group. And then I think it was this path we needed to take. There we go, block 2. I am gonna step outside real quick so I can actually grab some moon atomizers here. Frankly, I think we're gonna need as many as we can get for Mother Brain once we get there. Yep, there we go. 34 Meseta to recharge all my weapons. So yeah, there is, it's still costing Meseta to do that. Although, if anything, I would say the price is probably less than it used to be. Somebody just leveled up. And something dropped a buster for me, too. But I'm gonna pass, because I got a fluorescent bulb instead. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. Yeah, I never got onto the quote-unquote paid version, which you were able to access through, through donating. I was just on the regular beta server, which was, frankly, vastly outdated. It is so nice to be able to just play this game again. I mean, I've always been able to play the offline version, but it's so nice to have other players around you again, to be able to draw away aggro and things like that. Ah, gotcha. I know there are some other missions that were being worked on and getting them added, like the, oh, what was it called? The ship that had landed on Parum long ago by the Ancients. The name of it is slipping my mind right now, but the music track is called Rykros. Okay, we've reached the end of the line of the train, so now we're inside the AMF headquarters. Or actually, no, not quite inside there. It's a very different look inside of there. But yeah, that makes sense that there were only a handful of people picked for bug testing. That is kind of funny. Yeah, Sega has always been using all sorts of references in their games. Like, Like, for instance, they for some reason locked into the Indian Rigvedic text for quite some time in this series, using names like Indra, as well as Varuna and Mitra. So they've gone to very different angles in all their stuff. So I get exactly what you're talking about there. Yeah, soft locks were one of the more common issues back in the day, in that you could accidentally just go to a counter that didn't have a mission there, and there was nothing you could do. You just had to close out the game. And then there were the issues with the desyncs as well. But then again, this is talking like launch Clementine 3 years ago. So it's been some time since I've really actually played on Clementine. And one thing I am hoping that they do eventually introduce, even though they have it as a low priority right now, is getting the story in, including Episode 3 story. Because as of right now, there is absolutely no way to play that anywhere. The last I heard, Agrajog had the files for that, and they've been working on their Light and Darkness, or whatever their project was called, which was supposed to be a single-player version of that, but that's been in production for so long at this point that it's like, I'm wondering if they're even working on that thing anymore. And I just wish that they would give the files over to the server team at this point here, if they're not doing anything with it. I mean, I understand Agrajog has a history of going long stretches without any updates, but last I saw it was like, it's been over a year. And plus, they never posted again after the Clementine forums opened up, so that really has me kind of worried about the status of that. And I understand it would be a real hassle to have to recreate that from scratch, but there do exist some videos from that time that would allow them to recreate it if necessary. If sort of piecemeal, I guess, if you were. Oh, that's not good, I'm frozen. Yeah, I know Agrajog was the reason they were even able to import the new missions into the server. Or at the very least, they provided the files for it. But yeah, it's for as much potential for as good as this server is, without story, it's always going to feel like it's missing something, unfortunately. But who knows? Maybe eventually they will actually do that and sort of bring I don't know, peace to the community, because that's sort of the one thing that's missing at this point here. And even Sega admitted that they were planning on releasing a version of the game that had the Episode 3 story in it, but they never could, because the second one, Ambition of the Illuminus, didn't sell well. Alright, but we got Mother Brain here, so her thing is she puts up a shield. Ooh, that was fast. And of course we got Death Palace playing as the music track here. So... Oh no, she actually did not put up her shield immediately. That's actually a nice change. Okay, now her shield's up. Oh boy! Let's get some players up. Yeah, Mother Brain is quite the challenge here, that's for certain. Right, we got their shield up again. Yeah, back in the day, you basically needed to keep attacking her arms like this. Ooh, that's not good. Off me with those missiles! Now, Mother Brain, of course, here is a similar fight to the Dolk Facus fight. Or rather, Dolk Facus 1. There's a Dolk Facus 2, which also exists, which basically takes you to some sort of a subspace plane. I'm trying to let everybody else use up their moons here, so I can kind of be in the back and be ready in the case we have a wipe situation like we did earlier. But I am glad she is not just constantly bringing up her shield. That's, I would call, a good change that the server team made. Okay, that's looking kind of wipe-ish. Yeah, it was like back in the day, all she would do is just sweep left and sweep right with her attacks and do nothing but just guard herself until both her arms were gone. That's another wipe-looking situation. Oh, I got hit. I'm hoping we're going to be done with her soon, because we're starting to run out of moons here, I think. she comboed me. That's not good. Alright, I am starting to run out of mates here, actually. I am digging into my Trimax at this point here. I really hope we get her down soon. Alright, there she goes!
損傷率 100%。 システムダウン。
That was a close one. That's for certain. But we got her down. Let's see. Do I have... Where even are they? Alright, that was an S rank there, 39 mission points. Nice. Alright, great job. No, we're not switching servers. I want this here. Okay, let me restock my monomates here, as well as my dimates. My goodness, that was an intense fight, that's for certain. Let's see here. And I need moon atomizers. And let me say that was a reverse path. Now, I'm trying to remember if there was a reverse path from here as well. Let's see. No, so... the next step would actually be... back the way we came. And that would be level 25, actually. You know what? If we're looking at something like this already, why don't we go ahead and return to the city? Let me put this in chat here. I'm telling everybody, once they arrive in the Guardians colony, to go straight across, to the other gate, and that gate is going to take us to, the Seed satellite. Oops, I need to say that in party chat. Seed satellite. There we go. Alright, so to the 4th floor we go. Okay, so first one's actually gonna be pretty easy here. Alright, so everybody should be able to make their way here eventually. Yeah, this first one is pretty easy. Alright, so we're actually losing 2 members here, but that's fine. Oh, somebody picked up a, looks like a giant leg of meat or something there. To the left, then. So yeah, for this one we're technically over-leveled, but we need to get out to the next set of areas here, along the seed satellite. So we have to go through this to get there. What server am I on? Let me step outside so I can answer that. Okay, I am on the Eokan server currently. Alright, we would welcome your help here, for certain. Let's see. And that's right, the map is still broken here, so I can't see where everything is. Looks like they're still on this map, so I'll make my way over there. And I see you there, Animata. Thank you for hopping in to give us a hand here. It looks like we are actually hitting block 2 here, Anamana, so you might want to head back to the crystal. And there you are. Okay. Let's get this going. Yeah, if there's one thing I do miss from the PSO2 servers, it's the one-hit kills from Megid. It's I know that sounds weird, but it was always interesting, always having that risk that you were just gonna get one shot, no matter how much protection you put up. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, exactly. If it wasn't these guys casting Megid, then of course you have the Dark Flowers casting it over on Rykros. But PSO2, it's like they completely took the one-hit chance out of it. Ooh. Okay, that was a little bit stronger than I was expecting for a level 10 enemy. Then again, casts don't do very well against techniques anyway. Alright, block number 3. Alright, so for this one, I believe we head to the right first. And up on the platform there should be a recharge cube. Yep, there it is. Yeah, these guys could cast Megid as well, if I remember correctly. As well as a bunch of other enemies in here. I do love how, once again, how much photon points are refilling now, compared to how it used to be. At this point, it's like, yeah, you might still need a photon charge every now and then, but it's not like what it used to be. Back in the day when you were just regaining, like, what was it, like 1 or 2 photon points at a time? It's a very different world here now on Clementine. It never could get circle strafing working, but I guess that's just a thing of the mechanics of the game rather than something that you can just port over from Infinity 2. Or I guess even just Phantasy Star Portable 2 as well. Nor can you really add a dodge function in this game. Alright, level 18 on the frozen shot. We are definitely getting there. On to block number 4. I think the last enemy here is going to be a Karagoon, but I might be wrong. Yep, there he is. Karagoon. Yeah, that's basically what happens to a person if they get infected by the seed. And they don't turn into a Dooman. Okay, I got a escape doll synthesis thing there. $22 mission points, and yeah, there were only level 10 enemies in that mission, but we had to finish it in order to move on to the next one here. Yeah, this will be a little bit harder. Level 15 enemies. We still don't know how far out the seed are in terms of how many of the seed might have still been out there. I mean, of course, the Garolians captured all the seed in subspace that they could around Garol, but we don't know if there were more satellites out there. I mean, Garol is just one star system. In a very vast area of space. Although photons do tend to attract the likes of them. Or I guess in the case of Garol, it was actually the A photons that were attracting them. We have this alternate path that we want to take here before we go through the gate. And I hear somebody firing without a photon art on. Oh, there's the Megid. Alright, on to block number 2. And another split... Oh no, there is no second path there. Okay. I do wish it was possible to pull the camera out just a little bit more on this game. But I can also understand not allowing it just because of PlayStation 2 limitations. I mean, where would you even map the button to do that? I will never get used to how the screen just stretches like that. That is something that was new introduced with this server, as far as I can tell. Okay, I am full on items here. What can I drop? I am gonna drop the Peparian. Took me down again. Yikes. Yeah, it's definitely time for some new armor at this point. The way I'm getting taken out like this. Drop regular photons. Grab the brand. Everybody had just stopped at the door. That made it look like I was disconnecting from the server again. But I guess not. Is it me, or does it look like they're trying to do a Superman there when they jump like that? Another drop. Oh my goodness. Carlian, goodbye. Let's drop you so I can pick up a sword. Or saber, rather. Nice, that's level 17. gotta say the enemy design back in this game was pretty cool looking. But once again, for the time, and also the fact that they were able to do it with PlayStation 2 constraints, especially how, just looking at some of their bodies, you can see kind of how translucent they are. I think that was a nice touch to add to some of these enemies. Let's see, how am I doing on Meseta here? I am just about at the point where I can purchase the next piece of armor here. So we'll see how this run goes at the end, and then we'll just take a quick peek at what the next area is going to look like. Of course, they come straight for me. I remember a while back, there was a photon art introduced that added charm onto a weapon effect. So I'm hoping that that might eventually get brought back in. Granted, this is another of those games where there is no trifecta of hunter, healer, and DPS. This is all personal DPS and watching out for yourself. But charm does help with that somewhat as well. Another weapon. This is getting crazy. What can I drop this time? Acetylene. Alright, and we have reached the end here. It's time to take on the Dolk Facus. And boy, doesn't this battle look familiar. Unfortunately, when I'm in turret mode, there isn't a whole lot I can do to really move out of the way of things here. But that's just the life of a ranger on Phantasy Star Universe. No run and gun in this game, that's for certain. Ooh, it took me out. Okay. Let's see. There we go, down goes the dull face. Anything good here? It seems kind of like normal stuff. Alright, let's exit the area. And let's go ahead and hit the shop, which is here, right underneath the star chart. And I'm gonna go share box here, and I'm gonna drop all this stuff in there. Because I can't use it. And I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff too. Apparently I picked up some steamed milk at some point. And let me see what I need here. Okay, this guy sells boards here, it looks like. Brand reactor, which is useful in synthesizing some sort of weapon. And then he has a bunch of Kubara stuff here. But I don't think I'm going to be picking up anything like that here. Now, was there a regular salesperson around here? I'm trying to remember. No, I don't believe so. Alright, let me grab my mission points here. 28. Oh, I am so close to level 4. Oh, here we go. Alright, I am fully stocked, and at this point now we need to turn around, and the next mission appears here, the Black Nest, which is on the planet Rykros. Alright, and hey Cian, thank you for tuning in for so long. Thank you for helping out with these missions here. And yeah, this is gonna lead us to the Rykros base, and then I think the mission after takes us to the Falls Memoria, if I remember correctly. Yep, and there are the Del Lilies, or the Delp Slampy, as they're called in this version. So, Megid all around. Why can I not hit you? course, Rykros always had this interesting stuff flying around in the air here. And the little enemies. Whoops! There goes the Megid again. The little guys there. Well, let's just say that's a spin dash they're doing. So, hello, Sonic replicas. Yeah, casts have problems when it comes to Megid, just by the fact that they have a lower endurance, which means they are more susceptible to Megid going off on them. I mean, this is basically bullet hell in here right now. Alright, the door's finally open, let's get out of here. Into block number 2. If that keeps up, we might need to return back to the lobby just to refill moons before we finish up the mission here. Of course, there are traps all along the road here. And that's why I knew not to trust that key there. Alright, there's the key. And we have a teleporter back here. Yep, another room of bullet hell. And I am hoping that the Resist Vajiri is going to be in the game here. Because that's really the only way to get rid of the one-hit KOs from Megid in this game. If I remember correctly, I would need to give up my ability to use a sub-weapon, but that's kind of a small loss in comparison. I guess if anything, the Megid from the turret seems to be less effective at getting the one-hit KO on me. But at least that's... Never mind! Ay, ay, ay. It just is what it is at this point. Let's get out of here. At this point, I really don't care about the mission points, I just want to get out of here. Let's see. I'm trying to remember if this had a block 4 or not. I don't think it did, but I guess we'll see soon enough. Okay, we got a Sateria over here. What was this called? The Orc Dust. At least they're worth a decent amount of experience there. It just, you just have to go through this mission to get to them, though. And here's yet another enemy type here. These are the, Zashrogans. But I think these are the final, I think these are the, bosses of the area. Oh my goodness. Yep, there we go. Trial cleared. And that gets me to a level 4 ranger. Very nice. And with that, we have reached Rykros. Just restock everything, and I'm good on moons. And what I'll do is I'll say thanks again for coming. Who was that again? Heeson. And let's see. What is the level for this next one here? This is gonna be level 25. I don't think we're gonna be able to handle that one, if I'm being honest. Let's see, what would be a good place for us to head next here? We've been to a good portion of Parum at this point here. Level 25 was kind of what we were going to be running into next there. There is a little bit more of Neudaiz that we could potentially run to. Let's see, we've already done Grove of Fanatics, but there would be Rainbow Beast, potentially. Or, where's the other one? Mizuraki Defense would lead us to some other areas. But I guess at this point it's just you and me here, Anamana. Unless you're gonna be dropping anytime soon here. I am kind of curious what, now that people have kind of cleared out of Playa City a little bit here, what else there is going to be. No, I completely understand, Anamana. Definitely have yourself a good dinner there. And hopefully I'll catch you online tomorrow. Let's see, it looks like Club Commune is open. And they are currently playing music, from... What is this? From one of the vehicles, that you can use in the game. And once again, Anamana, thank you once again for the raid as well here. I'll try to take care of your guys here and make sure they're entertained for still quite a bit here. Let's see, we also got the G Colony Resident Security Department. Let's see what we got inside of here. Welcome, I will give you today's daily stamp. You already received today's daily stamp. I don't recall coming into here before. What brings you... okay, so this is for gas here. So... But there are no missions available. Okay. Okay. Are there any of the GAMs here at all? No GAMs. Yeah, I remember that they were talking about seeing if they could implement gas, but they didn't think that it was going to be ready for when things launched here. But what's inside the stamp shop? Anything? Nothing. Yeah, so the whole section is basically non-usable at this point. But it's nice to know that they at least have that implemented. Used to be this would actually take you somewhere else, to sort of a festival area, if I remember correctly. Alright, let's take a quick look. I am curious what cast parts are in the game at this point. Looks like we've got quite a number of them in, actually. Yeah, well, these are all still the arms. Here are the torsos. But really expensive. You can get your Hue cast and Raw cast on if you want to do that. And then we've got the sort of specialty stuff, the men's swimwear. There's the Cash Yukata. And the shopper's frame white, and the shopper's frame blue, it looks like. So yeah, a good assortment of cast parts as well as other outfits, it looks like. Now, we went to the weapon shop earlier to see what they had. But they really didn't have that much that was useful since they only had C-type weapons available. Let's see if that's also the same over here in the armor shop. No, we actually do have some other options available here. And this would actually be the right time for me to go ahead and get an upgrade to what I've currently got. Oh dear, I could actually go to the Giga line at this point. Or to the Teisenba. The only problem is I can't afford that. Let's see here. Let me go to the share box and let's see just how much I'm actually able to get here if I sell a bunch of this stuff. Let's see here. Breaker, Lance, Twin Knife. They really don't sell for that much in the end here, it looks like. I mean, they're selling for some. This Lumar sells pretty well. What is this? That is a 5-star. And then the Sly Rod is a 4-star. You know what? This Panin Madug and the Koltova Madug, that might actually be something that would sell better on the player market. But I will at least sell these rods here. And these staves. But the RCMS, I will hang on to those. But this at least puts me in the position where I can at least get an armor upgrade finally. But in my particular case, I'm gonna have to go with the Mega line here, since that is the one that I can afford. as well as one that has the extra slot on it, as well as an arm slot. So that basically makes it so that I have a higher attack power from using an attachment I'm going to move over to this, plus giving me the extra slot so I can eventually use my sub-weapon once I hit level 20. So, let's go ahead and put the Mega Line on. And I can also put on the Mega Knight now as well, which, while it will reduce my attack by 7, it also gives me an extra 15 accuracy, so it will make it so that I have 0 attacks less often now. 0 is how the game represents that you missed the target. Now, the other thing I could potentially do instead is... Let's see, they've got the Tarot hit. They've also got the Mega Power. Actually, that's not gonna work because I can't even afford it right now. They do also have the Mega Stamina and the Me HP Restore. Automatic HP Restoration can be something pretty powerful in this game, because you're able to sort of stack some of that up before it gets used. Let's see, this place here is for Kubara, weapon upgrades. This here is the crafting shop, or the synthesis shop. And we're able to get a whole bunch of items here that might be useful. Some of these are really expensive here, like these resins, yikes. Most of these appear to be just things that you could, get as room items, it looks like. But there are other things that you can, craft up here, like different kinds of ores and materials. As well as traps, it looks like. And even grinders and, different, standard items like, mates and atomizers and things like that. And then over here, this is another place for room decorations, but you can just buy them directly.
Oh, right.
Let's see, there is a Halloween decoration. You know what, most of these are really expensive right now. I'm not going to be able to afford those, unfortunately, right now. Especially since I'm still in the process of trying to get my character, grown here. Alright. I do want to head back to my room real quick, just to see what other boards we've picked up along the way, and then once we're done with that, we will then head back out into the field and see what other missions we can take on. Alright. So we're gonna go into the store and, take out... Yeah, so I picked up a bunch of, weapons and such here. They don't really do much for me. But I did get these 2 for Scape Dolls, so I will go ahead and grab those. Partner machinery, insert board for the Scape Doll. And let's see if we can synthesize. No, I don't have what I need. I need a couple of Omega Acid and 5 of the Hustleberry. Alright, now what do I have here? Title rewards. Reclaim the Super Rookie, and then the, Half Marathon. So let's see, what is, Beginner? That is a PA fragment, so that'll be useful for picking up, an advanced photon art, sometime in the future. The Half, Marathon gave us a protein can, and then the Super Rookie gave us, well, it's supposed to give you a monomate, but I'm already full of those, so I'm gonna, let that sit for now. Okay, so, as for where we're gonna head next... I did say that there were, some places, left on Neudaiz that we could check out here today. So let's head over there now. And I am curious if this Guardian's Branch has any missions available. Nothing there? Alright, then we'll head out into the city proper. I'm curious if anybody's actually trying to make their way over to White Beast right now. Let's check that out, and then if we don't see anybody, then we'll try the Mizuraki district. No parties available, but before we completely drop the idea, what's happening on the other servers? Let's take a look at Evocan here. Or Eocan, rather. Nobody in there either. This is for Sacred Stream. Okay, we're gonna pass on that. Let's head across the way to where the flyer base is. And let's see who is running there. It's still fairly early on, so it's possible we might find nobody running here. We'll have to see. Looks like there is one party going here. That playtime seems kind of long here, but we'll see, I guess. Looks like they're over in block number 2. And I think I'm gonna say... Let's see here. Just passing through. To the next base. And you know, since I'm a level 17, I'll be able to help them out, and just get through this mission real quick. Oh, they just reached, block 3. Oh well. Force? Not so much in this version of the server, just because they did increase how much, basically what the photon point regain is, on each of the weapons, apparently. So, like, with this rifle, unless I'm going up against a boss, I never really run out of photon points for it. So I have to assume it's going to be similar, for forces as well. These enemies were always annoying the way they go underground and then pop back up. Worst case, if we still can't find many players, then we might make our way back over to Raffon Meadow. Now, what I will say is it is possible to solo in this game, but you need to be ready for the grind that comes with that, since the game itself is scaled to be attacked by 6 players at the same time. So just know that it's going to take you quite a while to get some enemy groups down, rather. I will take that rifle. Alright, we got a key over here. I think the other path leads to some extra enemies. But we'll see if they're interested in going that way. Looks like they might be. Yeah, this is a game that has a little bit more emphasis on party play. And yes, party sizes do go up to 6 in this game. Alright, we got more enemy spawns. Let's take them out real quick. Yeah, at this point, I'm leveled up sufficiently to the point where, basically the first mission on a planet is going to be no threat to me. It's more at this point now, I just kind of have to go to each of the bases, so I have the warp points unlocked, essentially. So it's basically I'm hoofing it until I get that all done. But this is block number 3, so hopefully we're just about done with this one here. There we go, mission complete. And that's fine on rank C. I joined partway through the mission, so it's understandable. Alright, and with that, I'm gonna drop group with them. Oh, and I got disconnected. At least we're at the base, so we can just hop right back in here. Hopefully, at least. Yep, looks like the server's coming back. That's strange. My character's colors don't line up correctly on the character selection there. But once again, we are still here. And if I remember correctly, there is an entrance to the left and one in front of us. let's see who might be playing in both of these. Alright, so this has Moonlight Beast. But that's technically also a reverse path, if I remember correctly. And then this one goes to the Kugo Hot Springs area. Nobody's playing there either. Now let's switch over to... Oh, actually, one of the servers just went down. Okay, that's what happened. Let's see. Actually, Marmy has an update from about half an hour or so ago. Marmy says, I've been monitoring the server for most of the night, and I'm aware of a stability issue that's still occurring. It's not quite as common as it was, but there is still an issue. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to catch this one tonight, so I will try again tomorrow. For a while, Universe servers may go down for an extended period of time. They'll get sorted out as soon as someone can attend to it. And, Gabi, thank you for the follow there. They say, after that, regardless, I hope you're having a good time. Thanks very much. So yeah, they're still working on some issues here, it looks like, and that's what we can see here with the server that just went down. Which means until they can reboot that server's just going to be gone. So hopefully somebody notices it before we get down to a single server. But yeah, this means that there is no, there are basically no parties active in this area right now. So with that, I am going to return back to the city now that I at least have the path open to here. And the reason for that is we can just warp back there whenever we need to. Now, let's see. I think previously we were also looking at the, I think it was the Shikan Tanze route that we were just at. Let's go over to the Kigo clearing. Nope, I got that backwards. Okay. It's the other one I want. So back to city. And standard flight to the Shikan Tanze route. Let's see who might be here. Alright, so there are no active parties there either. Then in that case, I think we're either going to find people on Parum, or we're going to find them over back on the Guardians Colony. So in that case, let's try Parum first and see what we can find. We'll head over to the Raffon Meadow base and see if anybody is over there right now. I mean, based on the cube here, we're on a pretty busy server right now. Standard flight over to Raffon Field Base. And I do remember seeing a bunch of people over here too earlier. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. There is a Sleeping Warriors one going there, as well as there's Sleeping Warriors here. You know what? That might actually be in minutes and seconds. So let's go ahead and join on this one. Yeah, you can see they're still in the first block there. Looks like we got another high-level player in here, Silver. They're also at level 17. I wonder how far along they are. Yeah, now I'm thinking that this is based on, that clock is based on, minutes and seconds. Open sesame, and let's get these boxes open here. Nothing! Yeah, we're sort of at the point where now, the high-level players are kind of where they're sitting at this point here, but there are factors of, like, fatigue in play and such. Like, for me at this point, I took a nap before I started streaming here today. I've been going for about 10 hours at this point here, and it is currently 4:09 in the morning for me. But I'm still going strong here, especially since after Anamana brought all you guys in from the raid, which I still really appreciate. And hey, if you're still watching at this point, please don't forget to hit that follow button, because it's not just only this game I play. I focus on the Phantasy Star series in general, so you're also going to find me playing Phantasy Star Online 2 in here, both the global and Japanese version. As well as Idola, Phantasy Star Saga, and a whole bunch of other games from the series, like Blue Burst, Phantasy Star Online, and even a while back I was doing a Phantasy Star Zero stream, which kind of fell on the wayside a little bit here with the release of the global version of PSO2, but I'm going to get back to that eventually, once things start to calm down with the global version. Or at least that's the hope, unless New Genesis releases immediately after. It's possible. We'll have to see on that one. Let's see here. Since we got a pretty decent group in here, why don't we go ahead and open up the rest of the boxes all at the same time? At least try to make this a little interesting. But yeah, ultimately, Sleeping Warriors was known as one of the grind quests back in the day, even on the official servers. Especially since when the game originally came out with a level 50 cap, Neudaiz and Motu were not even available as planets to go to at the time. So it was basically you went to Raffon Meadow to level up. And somebody just sent me their card here. Let's see. Divis sure, I will, I'll pass you my card. Where is it? And, congrats to whoever just leveled up there. Yeah, at the time, there just was not a whole lot of content in the game for the online servers. There was actually, I think, a little bit more in the offline game at that point. Even though the offline game was kind of nothing like what the online game turned into with all the different ranks of missions, and they eventually implemented that in the second version of the offline game through Ambition of the Illuminus. Nice, yeah. D-Dragon was sort of the first real challenge in the online game, just because bosses in this game really are just HP sponges, essentially. But once you know how the dragon is going to move, it's rare that you would get hit unless it's breathing fire on you, essentially. But that's just sort of muscle memory, making all that work. All right, we got a refill cube here. Yeah, no, aside from yeah, it was basically you had the fight with the D-Dragon, and then you had the fight here in Sleeping Warriors. Those were basically the two grinding missions. If you beat D-Dragon, then you went to the next field base where there were no missions available at the time. There wasn't even the reverse path. That was something that got implemented later on. So you were basically stuck there, and you had to go back to Holta City at that point if you wanted to get back to the Raffon field base. Which is why so many more players ran the Sleeping Warriors mission instead of D-Dragon. And people are saying they're playing on potatoes, but honestly, that's pretty much the specs of what you need to be able to run this game. Just keep in mind, this is a game from 2006, so you don't need the highest end graphics or anything like that. You just need something that's like 10 years old at the latest, essentially at this point. Or even 15 years old, now that I think about it. Although, why you would have a computer for that long, aside from being a collector, I'm not sure. Let's see, back in 06, I think I was originally running this back on a... what was it? That was when I had my first custom PC, actually. It was an Intel Core 2 Extreme. The QX... what was it called? The QX 6700, I think, is what I had. It was the first 4-core processor in the world, if I remember correctly. And that thing lasted me until 2012. That was V3 at the time. 2012, I got V4, which was yet another 4-core, but that's because AMD wasn't pushing Intel yet on cores. It was a that one was a 3700K Intel processor. And I'm currently running on a 7900X, so a 10-core processor. But with the way things are going right now, this might end up being the first computer I replace within 3 years. Just because I am really interested in how Ryzen is doing with the 5000 series, especially for the purposes of being able to transcode video at a much better rate. I think I got my mission points there. Let's see. Yeah, I got some points there. Yeah, what did I have at the time? I think I was running PSU on an 8800 GTX. So it was plenty powerful to run things. But there were definitely some glitches that happened with it as well. I remember this one bug where text was kind of in shadowy boxes. Oh, really? Where are you currently? Let's see if I can... do you have the same name? Oh, there you are. I see you now, Yasha. If you're not in a party, why don't you hop into ours here? And you do have a good look on your character there. I will say that. Alright, another round of Sleeping Warriors it is! Oh, but hey, my shot did finally level up here, so now I've got the 4 bullets coming out instead of the 3 it was before. Ah, gotcha. I mean, you can technically join, even at level 1 for this mission, I think. It's up to you. What I will say is, having a full party does make it a lot easier and funner to level up, than trying to go solo. And I see you now, so welcome to the group. Let's see, this should be a pattern with a refill cube on the other side of this here. Yep, there we go. Now, something I'm going to have to do after this stream is I'm going to have to go back to where I found those rappies in Raffon Meadow, just because the occurrence of rappies happening is a very rare occurrence in this game, and it's partly based on what enemy patterns you get in missions. So you basically need to make sure you get a certain set of enemies in the first block and in the second block to eventually have them actually show up in the third block. So going back to review my own footage is going to help me identify what I need to be hunting for, essentially, there. Yeah, that was several hours ago when we were running in a Raffon Meadow. Yeah, exactly. You would just look at what the first room had, and if it didn't have what you wanted, you just restarted the mission at that point. So, there really, to answer your question, BMO3, there really isn't any particular class that flops in this game, but it's partly because this game is designed to be a very casual experience. There are very few missions where you need to be, like, top of your game, and just really into everything. I think that it's like missions that you find at the Guardians branches that are like that. And if anything, they're more like puzzles than anything else like that, in terms of how you need to tackle those missions. Like, you need to find all the secret areas and things like that in it. I played through leveling up each of the classes, and I never found one that was really ever lacking in damage or anything. It was more, I knew what my preference was, and I just wanted to get through the rest of them so I could, so I didn't have to worry in the future about if I ever wanted to switch. Really, if anything, it's more a question of what weapons do you want to main, and that's going to be sort of how you make your decision on what you're actually going to work towards. Alright, my inventory is full, so I'm going to have to figure that out after the next mission. What I will say is Pro-Transer, that one actually specializes in the use of traps, so you're going to get more damage out of that. In terms of Wartecker, that is a melee tech-type class, which is still pretty strong. And then the Acrotecker gives you access to the high-level TCMS mags. So basically, the way that works is, rather than having a rod in two hands, you're going to have a wand in one, and the TCMS as your left hand, essentially. But it has the same potential as like a Forte Tecker. It's more, it gives you access to different weapons. So it's not, so there really is, so while there is hybridization of classes, it's more a point of what weapon types you can use than how much damage you're doing, if that makes any sense. TCMS is basically a little robot that floats over your shoulder and functions exactly like a wand, except the technique is instead coming from the robot. Give me just a moment here. Sorry about that, I'm good now. Let's see here. Yeah, exactly, it's a mag that's used for casting. Mags, in the traditional sense, don't exist in this game. Instead, you have TCMS, which allows you to cast techniques, and then you have RCMS, that fire off bullets automatically whenever it senses an enemy. The other thing I'll note about class types here is each class has access to different weapons, but they may not have access to the highest tier. So, for example, if we go under Wartecker, it has access to S-rank wands, as well as claws. Let's see. As well as double sabers, while the Forte Fighter, which is the pure hunter type, doesn't have access to double sabers at all. So that's what I mean by it really depends more on what type of weapon you want to use. So I think we're gonna head out to the lobby again. Yep. Congratulations on reaching Hunter level 2 there. Alright, let me put these away here so I can free up some space in my inventory. And apparently we got some chocolate along the way here. Alright, as I mentioned just a moment ago here, actually, wait a minute. Okay, this is actually a party that wants to head over to White Beast here. As I said before, I've been going for about actually 10.5 hours now, and I want to take just a quick little 3 to 5 minute break here, just to make sure, you know, I'm taking care of myself here, because this is a long haul on all this here. So, please stand by, everyone. I will be right back, and then after that, it looks like we're gonna head over to White Beast at that point. So, please stand by. I will be right back with you.